Good morning folks, how are we all? Welcome back to my channel and to a day in the life vlog. I feel like I really love filming these because it's just nice to grab the camera throughout the day and just spend the day with you. That's what I genuinely love to do more than anything on YouTube. So it's currently 20 past 10 in the morning and it is the 11th of June. So we're well into June now. I don't know how that has happened. Do excuse me while I just make my breakfast. I'm doing a nice little protein pot this morning. So I've got some protein yogurt, got some strawberries and some blueberries. And I'm gonna have my granola. This is like my own mix of granola. It's not homemade, but it's kind of like a mix of regular granola, puffed wheat, nuts, sunflower seeds, dried fruit, that kind of thing. I put it in a huge bowl, stir it, and then decant it into this. These are from IKEA. They're really good. And I'm gonna have, then I'm gonna have some of my whole earth peanut butter and some honey. And I might make a smoothie because I'm ravenous this morning. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Why have I done that? My one thing really annoys me. I know why they do it. The lids from like tubs of yogurt, I know they've gotten rid of them so it's less plastic. But it annoys me because then once the lid's are removed, you're only supposed to peel it back halfway. Anyway, this yogurt's really good, by the way. It's the high protein yogurt from Sainsbury's. It's like thick. It's almost like quark. It's so good. I had like a big dollop of that in the bottom. I think I showed this, actually I showed this recently, didn't I? Yes. So, okay, I need to wrap that up. Gonna have some granola. And just some strawberries and some blueberries. How are we all doing? How is June shaping up for you guys? I would love to know how you're getting on. I feel like June weather-wise hasn't been how we wanted it to be. Basically, why is that open? We had the most incredible May. Like, spring was gorgeous. Spring was the best I've ever known it to be in London and across the country. So we're all getting very excited. Then June's been a bit meh. It's, you know, it's perfectly mild, but just a bit meh, which is a shame. But I have faith. I'm not writing summer off just yet. Although who knows in this country, we might get summer in November. Weather is all over the place at the moment, isn't it? Oh, I do love a good weather chat. I feel like it's us Brits, we love to talk about the weather. But how is it where you are? Let me know. It's funny, I feel like just catching up with you guys is like having a chat with a friend over breakfast. It's wonderful. Big dollop of peanut butter going in. Yum. Mmm. Mum, 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 mum. I love peanut butter. Fun fact, I used to hate it. I feel like as your taste buds changes, you like develop into an adult and obviously learn what you like and what you don't like. I used to hate red wine, coffee, and peanut butter. And now they're three of my favorite things. A good red wine, a delicious strong cup of coffee, and a ton of peanut butter. It's honestly my weakness. I adore it. Yum. Okay, first stage of breakfast complete. Look how yummy that looks. Just so delicious and nourishing and packed. Yum. Right, let's put you in the fridge. You know what, I'm gonna hang fire on the smoothie. I'm gonna have that in like an hour. I feel like this is plenty. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I've actually seen these things in IKEA and I was gonna grab them in the Oxford Street store, so I think I might pick them up next time I'm in there. See, that's why this Oxford Street store is good. Although I do live really, really close to an IKEA. Having that there is great, but instead I'm just gonna cling film the lid. But they're basically like these sticky things that you can like put over tubs and jars and anything open to stop you having to use single-use plastic wrap, which is not great for the environment, is it? So I'm gonna add them to my list next time I'm in or around IKEA. Anyway, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I'm gonna get on my desk and I'm gonna get cracking on with some work because I've got a lot of editing to do this morning. And then today we're gonna be in the garden. Because look how overgrown the grass is. I've literally been putting off cutting the grass for so long and I feel like today is the day that I'm gonna cut it. Honestly, cutting the grass, I just don't really enjoy it. I think it's just one of those things because it goes all over the gravel. If it was all grass, I'd be fine. Obviously, we keep the grass for Maggie, but I mean, I love grass. I feel like having the texture of grass and gravel, and obviously the paving slabs as well is really nice, but yeah, just maintaining it is always on my list and I never get around to doing it. Okay, I did that classic thing where I sat down on my computer and 2 hours have passed. I don't know how that has happened, honestly. Welcome to my life. The minute I sit down at my desk, time just seems to vanish. And that is the anthem of my life at the minute. But I'm gonna sit down and have a quick chat to you about all things life and YouTube, and I feel like we need to have an update. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been uploading YouTube videos for quite some time. I uploaded my first YouTube video back in April 2017. So we've been doing this for over 8 years now, and I feel like the community that I built online is just beautiful. Like, I value you guys so much, and in doing so, from uploading to YouTube and posting to Instagram, I have now made this my full-time job, which, like, I can't tell you, every day I wake up and I just thank my lucky stars that I get to do something I love. I remember sitting at home with my mum and feeling really lost as a teenager and not really knowing what I wanted to do. I talked about maybe going into psychology, maybe going into architecture, maybe going into interior design, and I kind of didn't really know where my passions lay, and I was a bit lost. And then I moved to London, ended up doing a journalism degree, and somehow started a YouTube channel along the way, and now it's my full-time job. And I love it. I am so grateful that each day I get to do something I love and connect with an audience. You guys make me feel like I have a voice, like I have a platform, and bumping into you on the street and you coming to say hello, it will never fail to make me smile. And I'm gonna get onto the sponsor of this video, which is HMRC. Now, I know talking about tax and tax returns and being self-employed isn't exactly the most exciting topic, but if you do work for yourself, which a lot of people now do, being self-employed comes with amazing benefits and flexibility, but also it means you do have to stay on top of your taxes, your tax returns, your finances, and it's tricky. It's not spoke about in school, it's not spoke about in life very much. People don't really like talking about taxes and money, but unfortunately it is something that self-employed people and also not self-employed people have to think about. So did you know that there is a HMRC app that you can download to your smartphone that makes looking into your taxes, filing your taxes, raising tax queries that little bit easier? Now, I know a lot of people find taxes stressful, and I used to too, but since taxes have now gone digital, what better time than now to download the HMRC app? So on the app, you can search and check your employment history, you can find out your national insurance number if you don't have it on a paper or on an email. You can also update all of your personal information on the HMRC app and file to claim a tax refund, which is always great. Now, the app is really easy to use, and because you can use it on your mobile device, it means you can update and check things on the go if you are short of time. I know a lot of self-employed people are constantly on the go. We don't necessarily have offices, so being able to do it all on the app is absolutely brilliant. There's so many benefits on there, so I'm going to leave the link to the HMRC app down in the description box. And if you do one thing today, download the app and have a look on there, because you might be pleasantly surprised about the things that you can actually do on there, and it might take the stress out of any tax related questions or concerns that you have, and also save you a lot of time, which is always great because I constantly seem to be running out of time. And as much as I love being self-employed, making YouTube videos and sitting in front of the camera is so much more fun. So a massive thank you to HMRC for sponsoring this segment of the video, and a huge thank you to you guys at home for watching along as well, because without you watching along and me uploading to YouTube, I wouldn't be doing this as a full-time job, and it just feels incredible. So thank you for joining me along on this journey. It is wonderful to have you here, and here's to many more years on YouTube. Maybe we'll do a little celebration when we hit it to a decade. Who knows? If I'm still doing it by that, which I really hope I am. But yeah, thank you so much, and let's get on with the rest of the vlog. Okay, the sun is finally coming out, which means the grass is getting cut. It's a non-negotiable, we are cutting the grass today. I thought I'd quickly show you a couple of things that have arrived in the post this week. 2 cookbooks to be precise, and something that literally just rang the doorbell. So as I said about creating videos online, not only is it amazing being able to have a community of people who watch at home, but also I've been so lucky that I've met so many amazing friends in the industry like Kate and Ewan and so many more, and obviously being in the food industry as well, there are a lot of food creators who I meet and just absolutely love. And I have 2 cookbooks here to talk to you about, both of which are from people who I adore. So firstly, this is my friend Dom. This is Dom Franks, who has launched his debut cookbook, Upside Down Cooking. Now, Dom actually came to our home about 2 weeks ago to film a recipe together, which actually will be live very soon. And the whole concept of Upside Down Cooking is that you put everything on a baking tray, pop a piece of pastry on top and bake it in the oven and then flip it. So this is the cookbook, and it's just brilliant. It is jam-packed with beautiful recipes. It's not all upside down stuff. This is the recipe we made, so it was a Hawaiian pizza. But honestly, Dom is a genius. I'm gonna show you some of the recipes. Let me see if I can focus on the screen. Here we go. So we've got salads in here. Look at this Mother's Day prawn and pommes frites tarts. St. Patrick's Day bacon and colcannon pie. Burns night. Garlicky mushroom vol au vents. So Dom speaks a lot on Instagram. If you don't follow him, then please do, about his childhood and recipes from when he cooks with his mum, which is just wonderful. And I just, like, look at that. How delicious does that look? So I'm gonna leave a link to Upside Down Cooking in the description box. And next, this is from the lovely Martha Collison. And I love Martha so much. She's one of the most like glorious souls ever. And this is her cookbook. This is not her debut one. This is, I think, her second one. It's called Pull Up a Chair. How lovely does that look? Doesn't that just look so nice on the side? Like, you could have that in your kitchen and it just look beautiful. So the whole idea is that it's recipes for gatherings, big and small, from morning to night. So obviously, I love hosting, Martha loves hosting. So this is a book all about just bringing people together. I love that she's got a little foreword from Graham Norton on the back. How lovely is that? So I've actually saved a recipe in here that I'm gonna make for a shoot very soon. So this is an elderflower and strawberry pavlova. Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? But Martha's style of recipes are just so comforting. I've made so many of them. She does a column for Waitrose. Mushroom and wild garlic spelt tarts here. Overnight focaccia. I've made her focaccia recipe before and it's brilliant. Martha was also on the Bake Off many, many years ago. Oh, look at this black pepper frito miso. Oh, gorgeous. So I'll also link Martha's book in the description box too. I mean, wonderful. I mean, I've got very talented friends, which is a joy. And lastly, Waitrose have just sent over this, which I didn't know was arriving. You said that I showed you this morning how much I love peanut butter. So we've got 3 new peanut butters that have launched in store. So we've got an almond, we have a 100% peanut smooth and 100% crunchy. I love almond butter. Guys, we're gonna have to try this. Like, me and almond butter go hand in hand. Okay, let's go in for a taste. That is heaven. 100% almonds, no added salt or sugar, and no palm oil. Oh my god. That is absolutely delightful. Thank you very much, Waitrose. Oh my god, why do I just want to make a big, like, almond butter and jam sandwich? That is delish. I also had my Purdy and Fig order arrive last night. My lovely neighbours took it in. So this is the summer collection. So I think they come, essentially get an order every quarter. So you get spring, summer, autumn and winter. So we've got a citronella and neoli, geranium and ylang ylang, and linden and lavender. Ooh, my goodness. I really want to smell linden and lavender. I love lavender so much. Oh my god, that's so good. Honestly, Purdy and Fig is my one indulgence. Like, it's not cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not cheap, but they are brilliant. I've still got 2 from the previous order. So we've got a cedarwood and lavender here, and a lemon and marjoram. I'm not massive on the lemon and marjoram, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, these are from spring. We haven't actually been home a lot, hence why I have a lot left. But yeah, if you aren't familiar with Purdy and Fig, you literally just put the oil with that little bottle in the spray bottle and then fill it with water, and you're literally good to go. And it's the best. Like, it's counter clean in your kitchen, but you can use it anywhere. I've even used it in my car. It's fab. and the oils are so punchy. They're just so good. Citronella and Newly. I'm not massive on citronella, but that's actually really nice. Wow. Okay, we have a lot of Purdy and fig. Okay, brilliant. Right, I'm gonna get out in the garden and cut the grass. Watch me go. I'm doing it, folks. We're getting there. I'm a little bit embarrassed to put this on the internet, but here we are, guys. This is how overgrown the grass has gotten. Like, look at the length of that. I've just gone and like kind of like pushed it all to a side so I know I can get like a nice clean even trim. But yeah, also hello giant weed, that needs to go. That is crazy. But we've got some beautiful blossom on the roses, which are looking so nice, and the salvia has well and truly been nibbled by the bees, which is good. I mean, this salvia has gone absolutely crazy. I cut this right back at the end of autumn last year and it's just bounced back with a vengeance, which is brilliant. Yeah, we've got the little alliums down there that are popping up too. They're having a second bloom. This eucalyptus has gone absolutely wild, which I'm so happy about. It smells amazing. And we've got the wild lavender down there as well that's popping off, and the acer's gone lovely too. I know I had a lot of comments when I first planted all of these that I planted them too close together, so we may need to move some of these around, but yeah, it's just all absolutely looking lovely. So I'm going to give all of this a trim, and the lavenders that I picked up in Waitrose have popped off too, so they're doing really well. I mean, they're kind of getting tangled in amongst the grass, so I need to make sure I can kind of like separate them out. There we go. So that's where I cut. I need to get some kind of like border edge for here. I left it and well, it's not really been doing too great. So yeah, everything just needs a little bit of sorting out, but I have faith that we can get this back in order. It's only when you see the after it makes you realise how much the grass needed cutting. Goodness me. This little patch here is, honestly, I've tried everything. The Miracle Grow is really working. I think this is Maggie's favourite wee patch. I know you can get stones to pop in the water, so when Maggie weeds, like, it doesn't destroy the grass and kill the grass, so that might be something that we look into, because it's just this little patch here and maybe a tiny little patch over there. But aside from that, grass is looking really healthy and green. So I just need to go over everything with a final trim and then get the lawn vacuum out, little suction thing, and then the rake, and then we're done. There we are, all in a day's work. That was about an hour and a half, so yeah, powered through that. I think I'm getting quicker. But yeah, I've given the borders a good old de-weed and they're looking really nice and strong. And I've just popped a new fresh lavender I got in Lidl just down here. Hopefully it will take, but we'll see. But yeah, there's plenty of flowers going on in there, so hopefully it likes it down here. Yeah, I've got loads of the thyme growing there too. I think I need to get some kind of like, I don't really know what I need, but something to be able to put like a guard up. So then when I'm like strimming and stuff, the grass doesn't go in the borders, and yeah, that would be pretty handy. But I'm super impressed with how the grass has bounced back. So I think it's going to rain in a couple of days, so that'll be good to give the grass a little feed. But yeah, it's looking good. So I just need to take that to the green bin at the front, and then I'm going to have some lunch. I tell you what, I have worked up a sweat. Whew, that was intense. The garden is looking good though, but my goodness, I am ready for some food. It's 3 o'clock, I need to eat. I don't know what to have. I'm going to have a look in the pantry and see what we've got. Sometimes all you need is a beige lunch, and this is a beige lunch. This is my go-to when we haven't really got much in, like this lettuce is pretty much on its last legs. I'm just gonna do a classic tuna mayonnaise sandwich. Tuna chunks, mayo, sliced white bread, crisps, in a sandwich. Sensational, delicious, boring, but lovely. I love that I've just showed you 2 fantastic cookbooks full of recipes and I'm making a tuna sandwich. I love a tuna sandwich, I really do. I think they're delicious, so sometimes it's the classics that are the best. Right, so I'm gonna quickly make this. Oh, would some chopped red onion be good in this? Yes. I'm gonna chop up some red onion in it too, because why not? Jump on my emails, and then I'm gonna head to the shops to do food shop, because we have nothing in. And yes, this is the problem. I need to think of something to have for dinner. I'm gonna have a flick through the cookbooks and get some ideas. I'm hoping dinner's gonna look a bit more inspiring, but I mean, you know what? This ticks my boxes and pleases me immensely. Tuna sandwich with red onion and some lettuce, and this was in the fridge. It's a day out of date, but it'll be absolutely fine. It's a little Caesar dip I had from shooting some content like leftover, so I'm gonna have it with some salted tortilla chips. So yeah, a lovely, not fancy, but delicious lunch. Okay, it is 5:30, and it is the best part of the day. Look at that sun coming through. Oh, joyous. So I've got a bit of cabin fever today. I haven't really left the house, so I'm gonna go out and get my hair cut. Now, I've been growing my hair out, and the reason for me growing my hair out is that I was having skin treatment, and you can't really get your hair cut. Well, at least not how I used to, where I used to get it shaved here. But I'm gonna go and get it just a little bit tighter on the sides, but still keep all of the length and just get some of the bulk taken out of it. So just a little bit tidier on the sides, but just keeping everything exactly the same, just because, yeah, I feel like it just needs a little bit of a tidy up. But other than that, still really enjoying the length. And I have very curly hair, so yeah, it's just nice and easy to keep it super low maintenance. And then I'm gonna go to the supermarket and get some ingredients for dinner. I haven't really had a look in the pantry. I know we have a lot of pasta to use, and we've got some grains. Ooh, let's have a little look. We've got lots of this going on. I might just do like a really nice chicken and rice. Like, we've got some ottolenghi sauces here that need, well, we don't need using, but I could definitely use some tangy citrus pears with thyme and garlic. That sounds really good. Maybe some of that and some pasta. Nice little fresh pasta salad. That would be lovely. I'm gonna do that. Ooh. Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, I am done in the gym. Well, I had my haircut first. Sorry, I didn't take my camera into the barbers just because I always get a bit awkward in there. I don't know what it is about barbershops. I feel like they're just, I know this is gonna sound bad, but they're just a little bit intimidating. There's just a lot of guys, and you know, it's just always like football chat and stuff. Oh, I think I closed my door. I didn't. I'm actually gonna wind down my window because I am hot. Whew. But yeah, I just had the sides trimmed ever so slightly. It's really hard to show you in this light. Is that a bit better? There we go. Yeah, they did a really great job. Always, I've been going to the same barber since I moved, and they're fantastic. And then I just drove to the gym. Didn't do anything too crazy. I've kind of hurt my, like, I don't know what it is, like my hip joint, where I think I've been doing a lot of classes. It's taken its toll on my body, so maybe I've gone a bit too crazy on those. I'm just gonna scale back the cardio, because those classes are quite intense, and it's a lot of like repetitive, intense leg exercises. So I'm focusing on upper body, so I've been doing a lot of strength work, and yeah, cardio that's upper, just to train my whole body. Anyway, did about 40 minutes, which is better than nothing. And I just popped into the shop to get some ingredients. I've got some chicken, some broccoli, a pepper, an avocado, and some ginger. So I'm gonna just do like a nice little stir fry chicken kind of thing with some rice. And then, yeah, I got one of these For Goodness shakes, protein, vanilla flavour. It's got 35 grams of protein in there. And it was on special, well, not special, but like club card price. So yeah, that was £1.50, which is a lot cheaper than my £5 shakes at One Rebel. So, I mean, it's not as delicious, don't get me wrong, but it's good to save, isn't it? Oh, I had the salted caramel one yesterday, which was very nice, and this is the vanilla one. I think that's a bit more of me. It's less sweet. I know, very unlike me. Anyway, I'm gonna drive home now and get in the shower because I am sweaty after doing the garden and even more sweaty after the gym. So catch you guys when I'm home. Okay, I have all of the ingredients out for the cookies, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so grateful to my past self for writing the recipe down, because I wrote it for an Instagram post, and I need to get some kind of website together. I've been saying this for years, but it's just one of those things that I just know is going to be logistically very difficult to sit and transcribe recipes and pull things together. But this book is full of like handwritten recipes that I've made over the years. But this is for my brown butter cookies. So you need brown sugar, golden castor sugar, an egg, vanilla extract, coffee syrup, plain flour, baking powder, salt, and a mix of chocolates and some sea salt to finish. So that's it. I'll link the post that I wrote up for the cookies, but yeah, it's pretty much all out. So I'm just gonna get cracking. I have already showered, and made dinner, but honestly, you guys don't need to see me stir fry some chicken and rice in a pan. It was delicious, it was very nutritious, it was very filling, but very boring. So I will get back with more inspiring recipes soon. But without further ado, let's make some brown butter chocolate chip cookies in hopefully very good time, because it's 9:10. Why am I making cookies at 9:10? I don't know, but I'm gonna put the music on and enjoy. Okay, the cookie dough has been made, and honestly, I could just tuck into that with a spoon. But yeah, what you do is you spoon them onto a baking tray. This is a Baker Glide, and honestly, I really recommend them. There's like a reusable piece of silicone mat that you can use time and time again, and it saves on baking parchment. So I'm going to use my trusty ice cream scoop and scoop out cookie dough balls, place them on here and chill them in the fridge for about half an hour before they bake. This is a prime example of when you test a recipe and it doesn't equate to the same amount. So I wrote 11 cookies down and now I've made 12. So either I was really generous the first time I was portioning these out, but I remember using the ice cream scoop, so I don't actually know what's happened, but I somehow have an extra cookie and I'm not complaining. So these need to go into the fridge to chill for half an hour. I'm probably gonna leave them for an hour, to be fair. And then I'm gonna pop them in the oven. Okay, the kitchen is spotless. I just gave everything a good wipe down. All of the dishes are done. I popped a load on right on cue in the washing machine. That'll be done in about an hour and a half, so I can put that in the air before I go to bed. And I was just having a look through the fridge and I was like, what on earth is that? I forgot that we made the Dolly Parton cinnamon crumb cake. Sorry about the washer, I should have probably hit start after I finished filming anyway. Yeah, so this we brought back from New York, and we were doing a bit of a sort out in the pantry the other day, and me and Zara were like, we haven't cooked the Dolly Parton cake, and I'm hoping it's gonna be okay. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. I mean, we did cook it last week, but it's probably got that much sugar in it. That'll be fine. I'm gonna do a little watch and try it. It is so good. The lovely woman who recommended us to get this messaged me on Instagram and said it was me that told you to get that, and it is very good. It's very like dense and hearty, but it's lush. I think Americans describe it as like a coffee cake, so not coffee flavored cake, but cake you'd have with coffee. Let me have a try and see. Hopefully it'll still be good. It smells good. Do you know what? That's so fine. I'm gonna have that for my pudding and bake the cookies, and they can be for the rest of the week. Mmm, that's delicious. I just had utter blind panic. So I was wiping down all the surfaces and I was like, oh, I just need to grab my phone and take a photo of the cookies. Where's my phone? Sheer panic that it was in the washing machine. I thought I'd put my phone in the washing machine. If someone said, how much would you bet that you put your phone in the washing machine? I would have bet this house. I ran upstairs, grabbed my Apple Watch. I was like, it's in the washing machine, it's in the washing machine. No, it was on the shelf above the washing machine. Thank goodness. Right, I need to make myself a cup of peppermint tea and calm down. My good gosh. I love how cozy our living room is. Oh, it's just joyous. I've just lit a candle, I've got my tea and my cake. Hello, Sky. So I actually think I'm gonna watch a program that someone messaged me about on Instagram, but I actually saw advertised and Jamie Oliver was speaking about it as well. So it's this program about dyslexia. I was never actually diagnosed with dyslexia at school, but you may have noticed if you watch my videos, I I say a lot of words wrong. I get my words in sentences mixed up. Sometimes I'll say the wrong word at the start of a sentence. I struggle to read out loud, like quite badly. I fumble my words a lot. I can read very well, but yeah, on the page out loud, they don't really make sense. And my spelling is terrible too. So I didn't actually get, you know, diagnosed or tested at school because I think I'm like hyperfunctioning dyslexia. So I did really well in my exams, but it took a lot of effort, a lot of hard work. And yeah, it was just luck, I guess. But yeah, it was really interesting. Anyway, Jamie Oliver has done a program on Channel 4, I think it is, about dyslexia in schools. And obviously Jamie Oliver is dyslexic, but has been probably, I would say, the best-selling cookbook author of all time, I want to say. So yeah, that's a really interesting program, so I think I'm going to watch it. We are baked. Oh my goodness, the time is 10:05 and the house smells so good. It literally smells like a bakery in here. It's gorgeous. They are looking mighty fine. Yum. I'm gonna sprinkle some rock salt on them now. Honestly, the salt just like makes the chocolate taste that little bit more like just chocolate. I can't describe it. I don't know what it makes the taste of chocolate. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it makes the chocolate taste like, but it just makes it taste that little bit more sweet, that little bit more rich, and oh my goodness, that little bit more better. More better? Guys, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I think I'm just chatting rubbish here, but trust me when I say you have to make these cookies and thank me. I'm gonna wrap up this video because it is late. I'm gonna have another cup of peppermint tea and call it a night. But I really hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I am so tempted to eat one of these cookies right now, but I'm not going to because they need to fully cool. So I will link everything featured in today's video. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. I will catch you all very soon in a future video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye for now.